Hi, I'm Jessica Chastain, and one thing you may not know about me is I kill at karaoke.
What's your favorite song?
The Gambler. So good. Little Kenny Rogers. The last great movie that I saw was Moonlight. It was my favorite film last year. I remember how devastated I was when Brokeback Mountain lost. And working in this industry, you feel like you're surrounded by all these open-hearted, progressive people. And then to have a film like Moonlight win, you go, yes, okay. We are an industry that is moving in the right directions in terms of equality and not discriminating against any group. We were all shocked with what happened at the Oscars. But the great thing is, a lot of times the media will pit people against each other and create feuds. I don't see that, and it's wonderful that after the whole controversy, the whole drama that happened at the Oscars, the very next day, Barry Jenkins and Damien Chazelle did a photo shoot together and an interview together and showed that actually artists work together. It would have to be in some elementary school project. I mean, I remember we did some musical about holidays, and I remember being a bunny doing a song, and my mom said that we all came out on stage, and one of the little girls on my right grabbed the microphone and pushed it towards her, and then I grabbed it, pushed it towards me, and then the whole song we were like moving the microphone back and forth. I think that was probably my very first time on stage. I prefer the ones that are the kick-ass princesses. You know, I wouldn't want to play Mulan because she should be played by an Asian actress, but that's a great example of a really kick-ass princess and role model. And Brave is another, is that Disney? Yeah, is another example. Maybe Helen Mirren, because her pictures are just so random. And I love Helen. We worked together in a film called The Debt. And all of a sudden she'll just be like on the train or something, and she'll just take a selfie. And she cracks me up. She's so full of life, and she's so curious about the world. And every time I see a picture that she posts, it makes me really happy. My first apartment in New York was next to Juilliard, and it was this very, very small apartment. I shared it with two other girls, and we had a mouse. You know, my room, I had like a twin bed and a little desk, and that was it. And my room was like the biggest room. My friend Jess Weixler, her bedroom, she had a futon, and whenever she would go to sleep or open the futon, you couldn't open the door. If she needed to use the restroom at night or whatever, she would have to open the door and then open her futon. And when you walked into the apartment, it was just this little kitchen. There was no living room or anything. So it was very small, humble beginnings in New York. We lived there for 2 years. Yeah, me and my Juilliard classmates. I try not to anymore. In the past, I Googled myself a lot because I was very concerned. You know, when you come into this industry, you think, oh gosh, are people like saying what I mean, you know? Now that I've gotten more onto social media, I don't Google myself as much because I have a direct microphone in a way to express my beliefs, or I can say, you know, it comes straight from my mouth. But in the beginning especially, before social media, I just wanted to make sure that I was being represented authentically. I still take public transportation, subway. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, so we all know that traffic time, it's the fastest way to get from downtown to uptown, uptown to downtown. The great thing about being in New York is people recognize you, but you're not the most important part of their day. So they kind of like leave you alone, or they'll like give you a thumbs up or like wink at you or say hi, and then they'll go, it's like we're in on a secret together, and that's fun.